What up, y'all? We are gonna open some Hobbit packs today because I thought that the Hobbit did not come out until August 14th. That is the tabletop version, apparently. The arena version actually hit today on the 11th. I did not know that because I was sitting at my desk reading work modules the entire day. So this is the first time I've logged on. Haven't been on Arena yet, and I open it up, and what do I see? To my surprise, The Hobbit is here, and we are going to use all of this gold and all these gems, all of this very pathetic little amount. I don't save gold and gems. I craft cards. That's why I have over 100 decks and like 83% of the vault unlocked. So I don't save gold and gems, but I have been saving them for this set because I love Lord of the Rings, my all-time favorite Magic set, probably just favorite fantasy lore anyway, period. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use all of this to get some packs and see what cards we get on The Hobbit. So let's go. Let's get right into it here. We're just gonna get all mythics. I just want all mythics. That's all I want. Straight up mythics. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna buy 10. It'd probably be 10 mythics would be my guess. Well, I know it'll be 10 with the gem. It won't be 10 with just the gold. I'll have to use the gems for it too. Maybe I'll do a couple regular ones too, just kind of, you know, space them out a little bit and stretch the. It really doesn't make a huge difference. Some people say that, like, oh, you're way more likely to get a mythic in a mythic pack. I mean, that's probably true, but the likelihood you're gonna get the card that you're looking for isn't like super high. And if it does add up, whereas if you just buy the 1,000 gold packs, that will count towards your wildcraft cards a lot quicker. So I usually only do that, but since it's the Hobbit, we'll get one more mythic, and we'll get one more regular pack. Oh man, and I do not spend money on Arena. I've gotten a few mastery passes and like the occasional wild cards, but other than that, I'm not trying to buy no like bundle, Planeswalker bundle. All right, we'll save the golden pack for last because it's the golden pack. We will start off with our regular old rare packs here. We got 7 of those. I got 6 mythic packs. And I really hope I get Schmog and Thranduil. Those are the 2 that I like really. I love Sultai. It's awesome. And who doesn't want to play with Schmaug? He's a big old giant drag. Schmog the Impenetrable is the one we really want. But I'd take any of them, honestly. And I do have a few mythics that even if we don't get the cards that we want, I should still be able to craft at least a couple of them with a couple mythics. Thranduil, Sindarin Liege. Ooh. So he gives elves +1/+1. And whenever a land enters, create a 1/1 green elf creature token. That could be pretty strong. I think I could abuse the hell out of that. And then it does have a sorcery adventure. Mill 4 cards, then put up to 2 land cards from among them into your hand. Okay, a little landfall going. All right, let's see what the what the hell is this? What the most decrepit old bird? What? It's a 1 blue drop creature bird. This creature gets +1/+1 as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. That does not seem great. Has a sorcery adventure. Mill 4 cards, then put an instant or sorcery from my hand. Boo, boo, decrepit old bird, boo. We got a Dwarven Short Sword equipment, Nori Teller of Tales. This is a legendary Dwarf Bard. I will be upgrading my Dwarf deck. I do have a Dwarf deck based on the Hobbit series before the Hobbit was even a thing on this set. It's pretty cool, but it's gonna need some upgrades now that we got an actual official Hobbit set. I don't have to use out of universe cards in order to make my dwarf deck. All right, second pack, second rare. What do we get? Oh. Okay. Burn, tree, and fern. That's kind of interesting. It's not great, but it's kind of interesting. Deals 6 damage, destroy target artifact, and then adds red mana on 2 upkeeps. I mean, it's not great, but all right. Let's see what the rare is. What's it gonna be? Bolg's Company, a goblin soldier. This creature has haste as long as you control another goblin, and you can sack it, or you can tap it and sack another goblin. Add black, red. That could get kind of interesting, actually. That could be pretty wild in my Sauron deck. It already has some untapped synergies anyway, but to sack like goblin tokens, like, yeah, if you got Krinko in there too, that could get pretty interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. Bolg's Company. All right, let's see it. What do we get? What is it? What is it? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sound the trumpets. Okay. Bilbo Burglar. Oh. And when he enters, draw a card. Well, I know something that might get abusive with Displacer Kitten. That could be pretty good. And it has a blue drop sorcery adventure to scry 2. Bilbo Baggins, I kind of like this card. This could get pretty nasty with ETB triggers over and over again. Keep my eye on that one. And this one, we got the Grey Goblin. After that, there are good bundles on the store. I saw some of the bundles. Don't know if I'm going in on the bundle. To be honest, I really don't spend gems and gold on like the cosmetics and like the extra stuff because I want the cards. Which is why we have a huge amount unlocked in the vault and 100 decks. And I try not to spend money on it either because I know how addicting it can be. I'll get a few like mastery passes and stuff every now and then. But I'm trying to do this without spending any money, which is quite a feat. So we did get this Great Goblin here. What's this guy? He's a legendary creature, Goblin Noble, for 1 and red-black hybrid mana, 2 red-black hybrid mana. Whenever you put 1 or more counters on a goblin, orc, or army you control, the Great Goblin deals 2 damage to target opponent. Wow, that could get pretty wild. You have the 10k gold bundle that gives 10 packs and free Gandalf avatar and sleeve. I saw that, and I saw it. But is it 10 like regular packs? Because I thought about that, but then I think I'd rather just buy the mythic packs, but I didn't know for sure if it was 10 regular packs or 10 mythic packs. And so I backed out of it. I did dig that Gandalf avatar though. That was cool. I'm kind of regretting not getting that, so maybe we'll see. If I miss on everything from the mythic packs that I used gold for, I'm gonna be salty that I did not get the Gandalf. I don't even like most of the avatars, but Gandalf avatar, come on, goes hard. All right, here we go. Third next pack. Oh, what do we get? What is it? Okay, another dwarf bard. Story. Now this is a new mechanic. If you control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, or sagas, you have an enduring story for the rest of the game. So, do you have to continuously control the 3 artifacts, legendaries, or sagas, or that rest of the game just like staples it on like the minute that the game sees your 3 artifacts, legendaries, and or sagas? So it can be any combination of artifacts, legendaries, sagas, and then you just have enduring story like an emblem, I guess, basically. Bomber doesn't untap during your untap step unless you have an enduring story. Oh, okay. Interesting. Not super strong, but like could be something. Oh, we got our first Smaug. It's Smaug the Great Calamity for 5 red, 7 mana. You get a 5/5 flyer. Seems a little underwhelming there. That must be the uncommon Smaug. But it's still awesome art. Look at this Smaug just burning stuff down, man. Smaug the Great Calamity. And then it does have a 5 red sorcery adventure. Spew Flame deals 5 damage to target creature. Pretty bad. It's not great, but it's Smaug, so it'll be probably one of the uncommons in our Smaug deck when we make it. And now, what do we get? Oh, another decrepit old bird. I don't want this card. Well, we already opened one of these. It gets 1/1 as long as there's 7 or more in your graveyard. You can mill and then put an instant or sorcery. Not great. Don't love it. Not that strong. All right, let's see what the next one is. Here we go. Let's see what we get. We're going to have a rare just from before we get... Oh, we got the Black Arrow. Now, I have an opinion about this card because I have to have an opinion about everything in the Magic world. When it enters, it deals 1 damage to any target. If a dragon is dealt damage this way, destroy it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach. In my opinion, this is kind of a fail because the Smaug the Impenetrable has Indestructible. So the Black Arrow will not kill Smaug the Impenetrable, which, I mean, this is the thing that kills the Smaug at his scariest, biggest, baddest at on Lake Town, the scene with Bard and Lake Town. Shouldn't it be Exile It? Shouldn't it be Exile It? I mean, I know it can kill all the other versions of Smaug, and I know, like, it's really powerful against Dragon decks. This is freaking awesome against Dragon decks. But I just feel like flavor-wise against Smaug, the Impenetrable, the Black Arrow should have had. It deals 1 damage to any target. If a dragon is dealt damage this way, exile. Just so you could be able to like get rid of that Smaug the Impenetrable. I don't know. You tell me. What, am I way off there, or is it like, because it just feels kind of just total failure flavor-wise when you shoot Smaug with the Black Arrow and then nothing and then not only does nothing happen, he makes a treasure token because of Smaug's ability. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. We'll see. All right, what do we get? Here's the rare. What do we get? Getaway Barrel. Barrel Rider. Rider of Barrels. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, reveal the top 13 cards of your library. Put a random creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Ooh. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Wow. Okay, so you have to sack the artifact first, but that's not very hard with all the red, like, as an additional cost cards. And then you get to reveal the top 13 and put a random... Oh, a random... Okay. See, words matter in Magic. Words matter, and I just skipped right over it. Does make it a little less good that it's a random. I was about to say, like, 4 mana, 13 card look, and then a creature card. That what? What is happening to the power creep? And then a few other cards that... Oh, this is legendary. What's that? When Thor's map enters, search library for a basic... Okay, land card, reveal it, put it in your hand and shuffle. Not great. Not great, but it's a map. It's a map. Alright, well, we still have not got the cards we wanted, but we do have some rares and some mythic rares to be able to craft something. Alright, what do we get here? Ravanian Rampagers? Am I saying that right? Creature Wolf. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a number of +1/+1 counters on this creature equal to the sacrifice creature's power. And when it dies, amass Goblin's X, where X is this creature's power. This is fun. This is very Sauron-y, you know. He did have like a werewolf pact. He was able to like control the werewolves, and I think he even turns into a werewolf in some of the fights in the Silmarillion, the Second Age. Interesting. So I can sack a creature. I put counters on this equal to its power. And then when this dies, amass Goblin's X. Where I feel like this could get... This could be pretty crazy, actually, with sack outlets to make mana, and you're just getting free bodies that also get essentially pretty big if you're using pretty big stuff to sack. I could see this in my Sauron deck. This is actually pretty cool. I could make that work. Gnashing of Teeth looks like more wolves. Creature gets -5, or creature's target player controls gets -1/-1. Pretty versatile. Could come in handy on a lot of things. Nothing else though. Not great. Last rare pack, and then we're going to the mythic rares. I hope I get the card. Another great Calamity Smog though. 5 red for a 5/5 flyer. That's crazy. That's crazy, but there's other Smogs. We'll get it. Dane Ironfoot. I've always found Thorin to be the more reasonable of the two. When Dane enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Axe with equipped creature gets +1/+0, equip 2. When you do, attach it to target creature you control. Whenever Dane attacks, each equipped attacking creature gains double strike until end of turn. That could be that could be something there, especially like my dwarf deck is very Voltron-y. I mean, naturally, because you know, artifacts and equipment and whatnot. And I think this new Thorin, might just be like the best Voltron card ever printed. It's insane how strong that card is. So paired with Dane, yeah, that could get pretty crazy. So I don't think any other ones super cool. All right, here we go. We're going to the mythics. Come on, we want Schmaug. We want Schmog and Thranduil. Those are the two that I like really want. We got a mythic. That's just as good because I can use these to craft them. And now I've got 3 mythics. Ooh, I told you I don't keep cards. I don't. When I get wild cards, I'm crafting. I want to play with the cards I want to play with. Did we get anything else? Mirkwood Nurturer, Elf. When this creature enters, return up to one other target permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter. Not great. I'm going to be on the lookout for elves, though, in the Simic Sultai kind of colors. Because, one, my Maryland deck, love it. And Sultai is just super cool. I really like Sultai. So we want that Thranduil, if it's on here. I don't even know what cards they cleared for Arena compared to Tabletop. I don't know which ones are on here and which ones aren't. I don't keep up with a lot of the news. I just log on to the game and see what I get. It doesn't look like anything cool. Oh, we got Schmaug's Fury, though. It's just Schmaug. We're breathing fire. On Erebor, target creature gets +3 and gains reach and first strike until end of turn. That's kind of good. 3 + 3 and reach and first strike for 2 mana instant. That's wild. Oh, the power creep. All right, what do we get? What is it? What's the mythic rare? The Arkenstone. That is kind of cool. We got the Arkenstone. It is a 5 generic legendary artifact. Creatures you control get +1/+1. And at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. So the Monarch has finally hit Arena, y'all. We've got the Monarch. Not quite, because you still have to pay 5 mana for this instead of just doing damage. But it's probably about as close to the Monarch as you're going to get. Pretty powerful mechanic there. And it would be abusive in 1v1. But this is really cool. And then it does have an adventure. Seek the Heart for 2 and a white. Search your library for a legendary creature card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. And then shuffle. Pretty powerful. I will definitely be playing with the Arkenstone. We're going to be putting this in. I could see this going in I mean, you could put this in like just about any deck. It's these are kind of generic effects. Mortal creatures get +1/+1 and then draw a card on your end step. Crazy powerful, but it also is a tutor printed on a draw engine. So I mean, this could go in a lot of decks. All right, let's see here. Next rare, man. Next mythic rare. What are we gonna get? What's it gonna be? Come on, Smaug. We want the Smaug. Doesn't look like this is legendary. What is that? Bjorn, human bear. Oh, this is the bear guy. This is the bear guy. He's got 5/5 trample, and you can play an additional land this turn. It's not great. It's alright. It's alright. Alright, what do we get? What's the mythic? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We got Elrond Moonreader for 2 and a blue elf noble. When you activate an ability of a creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn, and then for 5 blue, exile up to 2 other target non-land permanents you control. Return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I do think I have read this card. Man, I mean, to be honest, this is what Ishtola just does on your end step. It just triggers this. But Elrond Moonreader, you have to pay 7 mana to flicker 2 target. I guess they are permanents, and I think Ishtola is just creatures. I could be wrong. I might have to fact check that. But Ishtola for 6 mana just does that on your end step. So, I mean, I guess if you have the mana sink, this could, because there's no limitation to it. It doesn't have to tap or... So, I mean, if you have the mana to sink into this, you have, 14, 21, and then maybe some reduction effects like Training Grounds, Biomancer type stuff, and you could reduce it, then theoretically, you could... this could have a way higher ceiling than Ishtola. But also, blue has no shortage of copy effects, so it's not that hard to get multiple Ishtola. I don't know, it just doesn't seem that great. Doesn't seem that great for a blue flicker effect. But you do get to draw cards too, so this will definitely be going in our elf deck. Come on, I want to hit Thranduil. All right, here we go. This is going to be the one. I'm going to get Thranduil on this one. Here we go. Here we go. It's good. We're going to get Thranduil. We got our first Gandalf Wandering Wizard for 4 and a blue. It's an Avatar Wizard that has Ward 3. And you pay 6. Gandalf's owner shuffles him into their library and draws 3 cards. Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially with cost reducers. You got Training Grounds, that's only 4. You got another one, depending on your deck colors, like a Biomancer. That would only be 2 for 2 generic mana, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, what do we get in our Mythic? Here we go. It's Inside Information. Oh, it's Smaug, too. It's mean old Smaug in his lair. For Expel black, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. I'm trying to think of the... gosh, there's like 2 cards stapled together with this one. It's kind of like... oh, the Gwen Spider-Man card. That card, I see a lot of that in competitive Brawl too, because the combo with Aether Flux, it's so broken. But yeah, that's pretty good. Because yeah, that's pretty good. This could go hard. It's kind of like a oh, what's the zombie? Oh, I've lost enough games to him. Codus. Kind of like a Codus, but not quite as good, because you do have to pay life. But it's also sorcery, so it doesn't have to do combat damage. I don't know. It's pretty cheap, though. For X, black, you can dump into it. This could absolutely go ham. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't run it in like a Gwynnum type deck with Aether Flux that you know you can just gain the life back after you cast it. I mean, there's no downside to it. And then you get all your opponent's stuff too. Yeah, this is gonna go pretty hard. Old fool, Bilbo thought. Why, there is a large patch in the hollow of his left breast, as bare as a snail out of its shell. Because that's where the black arrow hit. That's where the black arrow hit, and that's why the black arrow needs to be able to exile Smaug. It doesn't make sense for there to be a version of Smaug that's indestructible that you can't kill with the black arrow when that is the canon. I hate to be that guy, but like that is the lore, bro. That is the lore. All right, well, let's see what we get here. We got two more. We're gonna get another rare too. So let's see what we get. Oh. Thorin's Last Stand. I like that. Creatures get +2/+1. Yeah, it's more of a standard card, but whatever. Yeah, doesn't look like nothing else. All right, what's the mythic? Gleaming Splendor. Oh, wait a minute. Whenever an opponent draws their second card, you create a treasure token, and then you can activate it for 2 and a white. 2 target players each draw a card? So it's like a Smothering Tithe plus Fairy Mastermind? What the hell is this card? This is insane. Am I missing something here? This is so broken. Yeah, because when you start pairing this with, like, a Smothering Tithe and a Fairy Mastermind, I mean, this with those 2 cards, that is wild. And it's on an enchantment, so it's not going to be the easiest to remove. That is a wild card. I feel like I'm missing something here. Is this not going to be good? That feels insane. It's a draw engine that gives you a treasure token. Shoot, don't even get me started with Narset Parter of Veils. This with Narset, this is a Broken Stacks card. I don't know, but we're gonna be playing with it. I'm gonna be getting some salt on with this card. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure this is insane. Because you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is a crazy card. All right, we got 2 rares and 3 mythics. 1 more mythic pack to go. Come on, we need Smaug. I just want 1 Smaug. Okay, we got another Gandalf, another Bombor. This is gonna be the Smaug right here. Here we go, Smaug. It's Smaug. We hit the Smaug. Do I call my shot or what? It's not Smaug the Impenetrable, but it is Smaug the Magnificent for 2 red. It has flying haste. Whenever Smaug attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of treasures you control to any target. And at the beginning of your upkeep, create a treasure token. This is actually, I think, the stronger Smaug, to be honest. I think this is the stronger Smaug. Yeah, the other one is a big, mean, indestructible, flying infinite combo, but it's also 7 mana. This Smaug is kind of insane. For 2 red, it has flying and haste, so it can attack the turn it comes down, and then it will deal damage equal to the number of treasures you control. To any target, too. And it's just whenever he attacks. Where I did build the Smaug Magnificent treasure deck with Ransack and Backhands. Okay, nice. I don't think I've seen that card yet. Dogman says, #1 fam here. You're the man, Dogman. Been with me since day one. All 3 people that watch this stream. Right on. Yeah, this Smaug Magnificent Winware, this seems freaking insane. And too bad Dockside's broken on or banned on tabletop, because I mean, it probably should be for reasons like this. Dockside with this card, but it's not banned on competitive brawl, so we're going to be doing some Dockside Smog stuff. Oh my gosh, Smog and Dockside, that is a freaking duo right there. That is a match made in hell. We're going to be doing crazy stuff with Smog and Dockside. That's crazy. Well, we did not get the other ones, but that is okay. I've got 3 rares. Oh, we also have a golden pack, too. So here we go. This will be... We're going to get Thranduil in this pack. I got Smog in that pack. We're going to get Thranduil in this pack. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Golden pack. Oh, my gosh. What's it going to be? Okay. It's a dinosaur. Not a great dinosaur. Whatever. Okay. What? Gav... Scaled Scorch, Ward, pay 2 life. Other creatures you control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each opponent who lost life this turn. This is a 4-player card. It's better in regular Commander. It's not great on Arena. Biotech Specialist. When this creature enters, create a lander token. Don't care. Although, when you sack an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target. This would go really good in my Wooburg spaceship artifact deck. Phil the Pathfinder. Feely! It's Feely the Pathfinder! Oh, that's cool. Okay, so it's got storied, and as long as you have an enduring story, creatures get +1/+1. Whenever Feely or another non-token dwarf you control enters, create a 2/2 red dwarf creature token. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. We're going to be using Feely in our new dwarf deck. Our revamped... Oh, there's another dwarf. It's Dwalin Weapon Master. And it has first strike. Whenever Dwalin enters or attacks, put a hone counter on each equipment. What the hell is a hone counter? Each hone counter on an equipment grants +1/+0 to equipped creature. Interesting. Oh, so you can stack these. Okay. Oh, that makes sense since it's an attack trigger, too. Interesting. Okay, that could get pretty strong. That could get strong. All right, here we go. It's Thranduil. It's going to be Thranduil. Here we go. Mythic. Okay, it's not Thranduil, but this is actually... Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying? This isn't a Lord of the Rings card. How am I just now seeing this card? You know what deck this is going in? Narset. Holy cow. It's like a red Sharknado. What's the Sharknado card called? That makes you flying sharks from non-creature spells. Holy cow. Holy cow. We're going to be making some 5/5 red dragon creature tokens in our Narset deck. That is wild. I am shocked I've never seen this card before. What set is this from? Does it tell me? I don't think it tells me. We'll look it up. Alright, well, there's all our... You know what? No. Shark Typhoon. That's it. That's the Sharknado card. Yes, Shark Typhoon. That paired with Shark Typhoon, that's going to go freaking hard. I do have 770 gems left, and I'm not going to save them. The new Mono Red Smog is fun to play. I think we just pulled it, Brudimus. If you're talking about Smog the Magnificent, the Treasure Smog, yep, that's the one we got. That's the one we got. We're going to make a Smog deck. It's going to be cool. But... Oh, yeah, Shark Typhoon wins games. Shark Typhoons is crazy, bro. That game is insane. Foundation for the Star set? I am not familiar with that. I'm not familiar. I'll have to look into it. All right, we got gems left. You know what? We're just going to use them all. We're just going to use them all and get one more mythic. One more mythic. I don't save gems. I don't save gold. I craft with cards. I am not... Okay, and then... Okay, so we got enough for one more mythic. And then one more regular pack. So we got 3 chances left to get the Thranduil. All right, here we go. Let's see. What are we going to do? This is the regular one. This is the regular pack. Oh, and it's a mythic pack, too. It's a mythic pack, too. We got Golem Silent Slinker. Dude, I've been thinking about making a Golem deck because, I mean, he just has so many cards. But I don't really know how I would make them all synergize because they all just kind of have these weird random effects. But Golem's cool. You get a 3 black menace for 3, but it has an adventure on it. Meager Meal for 1 black pip. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Target player gains 2 life. Not great. Not very good. Must be an uncommon Golem. Oh, look, it's the Eagles. They're fighting the Wolves. That's pretty cool. Destroy a creature with flying. Or put a +1/+1 counter against trample and hexproof. Very cool. Oh, and then we got another elf, too. So the more landfall elf. Okay, because we got this elf, we're going to get Thranduil. I see it. It's in the cards. Heart of the cards, baby. Whenever a land you control enters, choose 1. Tap target creature an opponent controls. Or untap target creature you can... Bruh. Whenever a land... Bruh. This in landfall is going to be insane. Holy cow. That's... What? You know how many Bloom Tenders you can untap in a landfall deck with this? That's crazy. I mean, you could use it for control, too, to tap your opponent's stuff, but, like... Wow. Wow. I see some play with this one. I think this one's going to go pretty hard. We're going to put this in some of our elf decks for sure. All right, here we go. The Mythic. It's Thranduil. Bam! It's not Thranduil, but it might as well be Thranduil. Because we have a Mythic Wild. I'm pretty sure he's a Mythic. All right, here we go. 2 Mythic packs. Kaboom. What will we get? I hope it's Smaug. Smaug the Impenetrable. Oh, we got the Chief Warg. Yep, this is the thing Azark be riding on. Azark the Defiler. It is a 2 black-green menace that has Ferocious. Whenever you attack while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw a card and lose 1 life. That's pretty good. I mean, there's other cards that kind of do that without conditions, but it's a menace. It's a 3/3 menace. That could be... Thranduil is rare. Okay. That's kind of even better, because then we can use our mythics for something else. That works. We got 2 rares and 4 mythics from this pack opening. Appreciate you, Dogman. We got another Arkenstone, which I'm pretty stoked about. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that we got the Arkenstone. But I already opened it in one of the other ones. But I'm telling you, this card is going to go so hard. It is as close to the Monarch as we are going to see on Arena. Smog the Impenetrable's not on Arena. You hurt my heart, man. That sucks. I was just saying I don't know which cards they released for Arena compared to Tabletop. I literally haven't even, like, kept up with it. Damn, that was, like, the one. That was, like, the one that I wanted. That's all right. We got Smog the Magnificent, so if anything, we got 4 mythics to, yeah, commander deck only. Damn. Super unfortunate, dude. I was looking to doing so many broken, toxic things with that card. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Well, we got Smog the Magnificent. So, I mean, I'm kind of happy with that. But, man, that is a bummer to hear. All right, last mythic. Here we go. What are we going to get? Oh, I have been seeing talks about this one. Fateful Discovery. 3 blue. Whenever an artifact you control enters, draw a card. Wow. Because blue needs more busted card draw. Wow. Okay. Well, there's gonna be some infinite card draw happening. Wow. Okay. Okay. All in all, pretty good. 2 rares and 4 mythics. So let's go to our decks here. I am gonna have to make space though to build a deck because I am completely maxed out on my slot. I will be doing more though on my other account because I do have 2 arena accounts. If you don't know that. The set is pretty lackluster, if I'm being honest. Oh man, that's so disappointing. You know what? I had kind of my suspicions, like especially compared to the first Lord of the Rings set. I was kind of like, I'm a little underwhelmed with some of these cards. Doesn't seem super great. But then the ones that I have seen that I've been like gun ho about wanting to play, like Schmaug and Thranduil and them, I'm like, these are banger. The Arkenstone, but I did think a number of them were a little underwhelming. I don't know what deck to delete though. I mean, I guess I can just export it with all my other decks that haven't stuck around for the cut. Probably Mutation. This was a mutate deck that just never went anywhere at all. It's bad. It's really bad. I don't like making bad decks or playing bad decks, but this was kind of like a bracket 1, 2 themed. Yeah, look at this mana curve. This mana curve. This is insane. This is freaking insane. It never works. It never does good, but it's got like all the mutate cards to just do crazy mutate type stuff. Very rarely play it. Probably played it a handful of times. I think I'm gonna scrap this. And you know what? I'll at least export the deck list because who knows? Maybe I'll want to mutate something again. But for what format? Well, probably this one will be regular Brawl. I mainly play competitive Brawl. That is kind of my go-to format. I am a brawler. I've played a lot of standard too. It's not very fun for me anymore. Although I will say, long overdue, they banned freaking Badger Mole. Oh, never mind. I think I figured out Commander right. I mean, to be honest, I actually would prefer to play Brawl over Commander. I know that's a crazy take, but Brawl is that is kind of my go-to format. I would play Brawl on paper, probably before I play Commander, as crazy as that is. I really like Singleton, but I like competitive Singleton. I don't want quirky, usually play Alchemy. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I hate a lot of Alchemy cards, to be honest. But that's okay. I mean, everybody likes to play different stuff. No shame in anybody. I do play a few Alchemy cards in where did that damn deck go? What just happened to it? But a lot of them are crazy broken. Dude, am I losing my mind? I was just on it. This is what happened. Arena needs a better deck search. It's the same thing to me. Yeah. That's cool. Dude, what the hell just happened? I was just on it. Arena really... This is what happens when I be trying to find a specific deck. Am I this stupid? Am I losing my fucking mind? Is it at the top? Yeah, it's at the top. Stupid skill issue. What is wrong with you? Alright, well, we exported it. That way I can at least keep the deck list. But the whole point of me doing that was I'm going to delete all of these. And we're going to look at the cards that I don't have left. Hold on now. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that, but... Alright, let's go to the set. Oh, did they release a Hobbit Commander thing? Yeah, broken cards. But I like that it rotates more and have less sets in it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know a lot about them as far as like how the format itself works. I see them all the time in competitive Brawl. I mean, a lot of people play alchemy cards, but I've never played the actual format itself. Is this Commander the same thing as the Marvel Superheroes Commander? There's like only Commander available cards in this. I mean, we'll go ahead and highlight it anyway. Just to, all right, now let's see. We got the ones that are collected. Let's see what we do not have collected. I know it's kind of dark. Can't really see it very well with the way that I'm honestly surprised I was able to go to the Hobbit pre-release after not having played in a pre-release in almost 15 years and smoked half of the field, took 5th place. Nice. That's what's up. Good shit, bro. I have not went to an LGS in quite a while either. I mostly play on Arena now. If I had friends, I probably would play with actual people, but that ship sailed a long time ago. I have been seeing this card, Bilbo Thief in the Night. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 1 less to cast. This goes hard with quite a number of cards. And then when it attacks, you can cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery from your graveyard. If an instant or sorcery was cast this way, put it into your graveyard. Blah, 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 blah. So that one's pretty cool. That one's good. Is this a Hobbit card? The Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. That's pretty cool. Whenever Witch King attacks defending player, sacks a creature with the least power among creatures they control. Was that in their first Lord of the Rings? I don't remember this in the first Lord of the Rings. I know Witch King of Angmar was badass print too. That is badass. Him just coming down on the walls of Gondor and just pulled that Bilbo in pre-release. It was good. Angmar's a reprint from Lord of the Rings. Okay. I knew this one is. I did not know if Bringer of Ruin was. This card is freaking insane. The Witch King of Angmar one. Whenever one or more creatures deals combat damage to you, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice that dealt combat damage to you this turn. That is insane. But then you can also discard it to give Witch King indestructible until end of turn. Tap him. This card is freaking bananas with discard outlets, and it was not as good as the other Witch King. Oh, they both were. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I have this one crafted from the original set. The Master of Lake Town. He's not nearly as fat on the card as he was in the movies. Wish those bastards reprinted the Nazgul. The Nazgul are so expensive. That's crazy. They are broken though. Freaking Nazgul. The +1/+1 counter, a ring temp Nazgul. The 9, you can have 9 of. I know that feeling. I've just recently started playing in myself, mostly Commander, but I think Sealed is going to be my format of choice going forward. Okay. Yeah, Sealed's cool. I know a lot of people play that. I like playing anything, but as far as like what I think is the most fun and the access to the most cards and powerful cards, that is why I play Brawl and competitive Brawl. Because I feel like I get to do the highest variants of different things and broken things and cool combos to crash out on for your enjoying pleasure. So this is a mill card. Whenever a player loses life, that player mills that many cards. That's wild. This might go in my Saruman deck because it has like a mill strategy for Saruman's activated ability or triggered ability. This will go hard in my Saruman deck. And then when it dies, draw a card for each graveyard with 7 or more cards in it. That's kind of better in 4-player Commander. Yeah, because you're at most you're only gonna get is 2 in 1v1. But I don't know, it could be something. We got the Golems, Riddlemaster, and the Abandoned Lord of the Eagles. What is this 9 mana monstrosity? And it cost X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control with flying. The total power. Well, that's going to be easy to cast for blue. And it has flash. And it's an 8/8 flyer? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be flashing out an 8/8 flyer for blue. That is pretty wild, honestly. Pretty wild. That'll be easy to get to, too. Oh, Gandalf, Goblin's Bane. This is mono red Gandalf. Looks like he is a mythic rare, too, which kind of sucks. My head might be in the way of this one. Here, I'll move my head over. Hold on. Move my face over. What does he do? Whenever you cast a non-creature, Gandalf gets +1/+1 and deals 1 damage to each opponent. I have my Gandalf deck. Just posted a video with that one. You can check it out. And we will be adding some of these Is It Gandalf cards, red, blue Gandalf, to that. What else we got here? Okay, this is the card. This is the Thorin card I was saying. I really think this could end up being the best Voltron commander. Just Voltron card of all time. This is ridiculous. When Thorin enters, attach any number of target equipment you control to target creature you control. When one or more equipment become attached to that creature this way, that creature deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. What? So any number of target equipment, any number, you play Thorin, every single equipment that you have on the battlefield is getting attached to Thorin. I feel like this is just a one-shot Legacy player. If I had the choice in paper, sad that Wizards absolutely refuses to abolish the reserved list. Stupid investor bros ruin it for everyone. Yeah, I know a lot of people not super fans of it. That's probably why if I played on tabletop, I probably would play more like CDH or even just high-powered commander, that a format that is like proxy friendly, because the card costs to try and play with the really powerful cards. People that want to play powerful stuff, man, they want to play the salty combos, but you have to spend like $10,000 on a deck to even get to play with some of those cards. And that's, I mean, it's same even in a bracket 3. Like, if I want to play with, I don't know, what's some example, a demonic tutor, I'd have to pay like $200 for a demonic tutor. Just to, what? Like, that's crazy, bro. Normal people can't afford that kind of shit. Like, I can't. And I mean, I have a job and a house and decent amount of stuff, but like, I can't spend $200 for a single card, let alone 10 grand on a commander deck. Like, no way, bro. So I would proxy pretty much everything. Oh, that guy, I got one of him. You got one of Thorin Mountain King? Dude, I'm telling you, Thorin Mountain King is gonna go hard. This is a one-shot Voltron commander, potentially. He may just usurp good old Cloud, because right now I'd say Cloud might be the best Voltron guy. At least one of them, but dude, I think Thorin is gonna go hard. Oh, and this is the Radagast! It's the Radagast of Rosgobul! Oh, you know I love my Radagast deck. Oh man, it's so much fun. And this one, the first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less and can be cast as though it had flash. I can't honestly decide which one is better. I really can't, because, like, this is so good. This is so good. However, it is the first creature effect, but it's each turn, so you could also flash one out on your opponent's turn, too. The other Radagast will keep cards into your hand. It will just keep refilling your hand. That's why I proxy everything in Commander unapologetically. I completely understand. I would, too. I can't afford to spend, crazy money on cardboard. Even if I had throwaway money and was a collector, it would still be really tough for me to do it. So to actually get to play the game, proxy life. Yeah. What is this? Is this a rare? Nope. Oh, what happened? Oh, no. Where'd my... Okay, we're looking at legendaries right now. Okay, what was that? This is a rare. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep it on the list. We'll keep it on the list. Bard the Bowman. See, this is the bard that should have the black... Wait a minute. You told me Smog the Impenetrable wasn't on here. What? You told me I gotta move my head. It's right here. You said it wasn't here. And it's only a rare. It's not even a mythic. What? What? We got a Smog the Impenetrable. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm so happy. This is the card I wanted. Okay, so we do have a Smog the Impenetrable on Arena. And we will be making... It might not be in the packs. Okay. You have to craft it, yeah. Yeah, they really love making you have to... Oh, they reprinted Lotho, too. That's a pretty cool print. I kind of actually dig this. That's pretty cool. Really like that card. Okay, well, we will be making a Smog deck. But before we do that, we got Bard the Bowman. Whenever you draw your second card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains lifelink on a turn. That's pretty cool. More Azorius do nothing. Bard, King of Dale, 4 white-blue. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Mega broken. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of tokens are created instead. Disgusting. What is this? It is a mythic. Okay. Ooh, man. Holy cow. This with the new Panther. I think it's Black Panther, right? The Azorius Black Panther. I think that's what the card is. Or no, it's what's that card called? The Azorius Marvel King T'Challa. It's Black Panther when he's not Black Panther. King T'Challa. And then Fairy Mastermind. Yeah. This is insane. This Bard. Yo. That reminds me of the first game of Commander I played at my local shop. I pissed off the guy who had way too much money invested into his deck, playing against me and players on unmodified precons. I knocked him out on turn 4 with 110 power Commander with Trample. He was not happy. Nice. That is always a good time when you can beat somebody that's trying to win with their wallet. And to be honest, it really doesn't. I mean, it definitely makes a difference for sure. Better cards cost more. However, if you are good at the game and you know how to, some of the intangibles, holding up versus pushing, baiting out something, removal, all that cool shit that we love this silly game for, you can beat the stronger cards. You can. However, that does also not negate that there are just some cards that are crazy strong and cost a lot of money to get to play. But very nice, Aaron LG3L6G, if that is your real name. Very cool win. That's always a good time. Grima, Saruman's Footman. Oh. Sometimes rogue strategies throw off the... That is also true, yes. Cards that people aren't used to, absolutely can just ruin somebody's... This is the Grima Wormtongue, right? Yeah. This has to go in my Saruman deck because it has the name Saruman on it. 2 blue-black can be blocked, and whenever Grima deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then That player puts the exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of their library in a random Bro. So it's like Cascade on an opponent's deck, but only for instants or sorceries. But you can't whiff? Yeah, you can't really whiff. Yeah, exile until. This is crazy. And it can't be blocked. So there's no stopping it without removal. For a 4-man, I mean it's a 1/4. So but the damage is not the damage is not what we're worried about with Grima. That is insane. That is actually insane. And paired with Sauron's ability, I am a very devout Sauron player. I love that card. It's one of my favorite cards from the original Lord of the Rings set. I have commented on it many times. I have 3 different Sauron decks between Stacks, Mill, and Slinger. The card is so much fun. It's so cool what that card does. This with that is freaking crazy. It's a mythic. It is a mythic. I don't know. I can't commit yet, but definitely coming back to that. I cannot believe this Schmaug is on here, and it is a rare. Almost wish I had more rares now. What about Wicked Worm? Is that a rare? Yep. I mean, with Wicked Worm and the Impenetrable, I basically have a full Smog deck, because we got some of the more uncommon Smogs, and then I got Smog the Magnificent. We basically have a Smog deck with these 2 cards. And the deck ran 60 plus lands. That's wild. More theft cards. Yeah, bro. Yeah. This is a crazy theft strategy. And with Sauron, this is going to go insane. I cannot wait to put this with Sauron. Amazing. What else do we got here? I ran one of the Wicked Worm. That looks like, what does Wicked Worm do again? When it enters, create X tap treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. Oh, so like a fair dockside. And they're tapped too. But whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose a life. Whenever you cast a spell. So whenever. It's not a once per turn. This is whenever. If mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you draw that. That is wild. Oh my gosh, that is wild. Dude, we might have to get the two Schmaugs here. It was for the draw. Yeah, that is some crazy card draw. Mana from a treasure. You draw a card and lose a life. That is insane. Oh my gosh, that is insane. In red, that still has a legal dockside on Arena. That is insane. This is the Thorin. I have been pretty unimpressed with the Thorins. I was like really looking forward to a Thorin Oakenshield card to upgrade my dwarf deck that's supposed to be like my makeshift Thorin. I think it's Brunor Battle Mage, that one that equips your equipment for 0 cost. I wanted a Thorin that would like be a real Thorin to replace him, but I gotta be honest, I don't think I've seen a stronger Thorin than the one I'm using as my makeshift Thorin. This one could be it though. Whenever Thorin or another dwarf enters, create a treasure token. So that could be good. And then other dwarves you control get +1/+0 for each artifact token you control. Okay, I might take my words back now. That could actually, this could be the Thorin. What is this? Freaking rare. Dang, there's more rares than mythics, huh? Oh, they reprinted Soulful Aragorn. Oh, Aragorn and Arwen. No, wait a minute. Is this a new card? Is this a new card? This isn't the one from the first set. I think they made the dragon the standout, so the dwarves got the short end. That makes sense. Which, in fairness, it is a dragon. They're supposed to be pretty strong. Probably stronger than a ragtag little gang of dwarves, but that does make sense, yes. I don't think this is, this was not in the last one. It's not, I'm thinking of an Arwen, there's an Aragorn and Arwen card, right, in the Lord of the Rings set, but this is not the one. That one does something different, I think. Whenever Aragorn and Arwen enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. You gain 1 life for each other creature you control. That's gonna go crazy in life gain decks. Okay, pretty cool. There's our Thranduil there. It's a reprint, but the art is new. Okay, is it the one where they're in the boat? They're like in the boat, sail, like you know what I'm talking about. I think that's the one, right? The Aragorn and Arwen, like in a boat with an oar or something. Ah, I didn't think it was 6 mana though. I thought that one was a little less than that. But I might be thinking of Arwen Mortal Queen too, though, and like combining multiple cards together. I do remember this one. This one goes pretty hard too. And they reprinted Saruman of many colors. And honestly, I don't know. Them under the tree. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a gander at the first set. It's been a while. I haven't played with a ton of the card. I just started playing with them again this week or last week, in preparation. I don't know how we feel about this. Aragorn company leader. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm glad you're here, Winware. Yes. Very good. You know your cards. That makes sense. I knew there was a card where they're like in a boat. Somebody's in a boat. That makes sense. I don't know how we're feeling about this. What do we think of this art here? I really don't know, honestly. Compared to this, compared to Grand Dragon Clansman Saruman, it just looks a little cartoony, I guess, which I understand why, because like the Hobbit. Man, I wish I could get this one, but I don't want to pay gems for a card. Oh man, that looks so cool. But the new set has a boat that recruits. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I don't know if I'm loving this Saruman art though, as a pretty die-hard Saruman fan. Don't know if I'm loving this art. I don't think it beats the original. I think this looks way more menacing and terrifying, and this just looks a little cartoony, which I understand why, because the original like film. This is like the original film, the animated film art. Don't know if I love it though. It's the side angle and magic. Yeah, they do love their side shots, don't they? Yeah, they do. They do. I did see they reprinted Sauron the Dark Lord. Don't know if I love this one either, to be honest. I think this one looks a little... It's like they went kind of more cartoony. As somebody who never watched The Hobbit but loved the OT, would you recommend? I've been thinking about it. Loved what? The other movies? But loved the OT. I don't know what OT is, Dogman. You have to... I'm kind of stupid. I would recommend anything Lord of the Rings though, buddy. I played Shadow of War. I've played the first ones, Two Towers, all that came out. The new army that amasses is goblin rather than orcs. Oh, okay. So we got amass orcs with the first set, and this one's amass goblins. Interesting. I think we're almost out of cards, aren't we? Original trilogy. Okay. I would recommend anything Lord of the Rings, but I'm biased because I just love Lord of the Rings. I've played Lord of the Rings RTS games, which, yeah, I played all those too. Yeah, legendary games. amazing games. Very, very good games. I would recommend anything Lord of the Rings. Okay, we got another Uniter. Here's our Thranduil. This is a rare. Okay, so okay. Oh, is this a new Galadriel? No. Is this a new Galadriel? Do I even know what the? I think this is a new Galadriel. This is busty Galadriel too, ain't she? Okay. Extended editions, movies. Now, I will say the extended edition movies are a bit much. I mean, I don't know if any movie needs to be 4.5 hours long. And there are a lot of scenes that I'm just like, I kind of get why they cut this out. I still just, just for the fanboy, I still watch them, but they are a bit long. Party guest is rare. Oh, it's Asian Gandalf. Oh, Gandalf. Okay. Asian Gandalf. What does he do again? At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery with mana value X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost, where X is twice the number of legendary wizards you control. Oh. Legendary wizard tribal. Interesting. The books are slow. Yeah, they kind of are. I read them when I was a kid. And I was just like so glued. And then I actually have. I'll show you here. Hold on. I got this illustrated copy of the Silmarillion, Tolkien's Silmarillion. Might not see it great because of my green screen. This was a freaking badass book, bro. This was so cool. This is like a $50 book, and I got this for like $6 at an Ollie's. And if anybody is from the Midwest in here, you would know what an Ollie's is, and it's freaking amazing. I don't even think I've taken the map out. Yeah, I haven't even taken the map out of this. Ooh, I'm almost scared to. I don't want to. I don't want to take it out. I'm scared. Okay, well, I might take it out later. I don't want to rip it. But the Silmarillion. You hate Ollie's? Bro, dog man. Ollie's is like the mascot. Oh, okay. That makes sense. The store is fire, though. I have gotten some awesome stuff there. So it's got like really badass artistry. It's got like really good like painted artistry in here. And this is all of the first and second age. This is before the time of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. This is like the timeline of Rings of Power, the Silmarillion. You've never heard of Ollie's? And you're in the Midwest? Wow. Maybe it's just an Indiana thing. There are a few places that are like Indian. Like, I didn't even know Pizza King was like an Indiana chain. Didn't even know that. I don't know for sure. It might just be a Indiana chain. It's the shit though, bro. Ollie's is amazing. It's like a it's kind of like a flea market, but like has a lot of like commercial stuff that like doesn't get sold in the Walmarts and in the stores. Like it comes off the trucks and gets like damaged. Michigan has Ollie's. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Ollie's is awesome. I've gotten like tubs of protein there for like $5, like $40 tubs of protein. They got all kinds of random books. Very, very cool store. But yeah, I got this for like $7. Something completely illustrated Silmarillion. Very, very cool book. So So, huge and I think somewhere around here I have like a 1960s edition of The Hobbit, or maybe it's the Fellowship. It's one of them. It's one of the other books. Yeah, that's far more east than I. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I guess I gotta pull the trigger on some of these cards here. I really want to do Schmaug, but that would be both my rares, and I want to make Thranduil too. Do I want to build these all now, though? Because we do have another account, too, by the way. I do have another arena. And you know what, actually? I kind of do want to see what I'll get on the other account. Because I like to craft different cards on each account, so that way it feels like I have a different play experience when I go from my main account to my other account. This is my main arena account. What was the ones that we got again on here? If you're doing treasure deck, ransack and Baggins burn for each token sacrificed. Hold on, let me look that up here. And that's in this set, right? Oh, arena search isn't gonna know what the fuck I'm trying to spell, because arena search is terrible. Am I spelling it right? Ransack and Baggins? Okay, let's just try Baggins. How about that? Oh, is this it? The Sackville Bagginses? Whenever Sackville Bagginses enter, you may sack another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card, create a treasure. Whenever you sack a token, target opponent loses 1 life. Okay. I'm guessing it's this one then, Sackville Bagginses. Yeah, these are the grimy, schemy little Bagginses that tried to get all of Bilbo's stuff when they thought he died. Little scheming ass, man. Dang. Okay. Wow. What's this one? Probably a rare. Yeah, of course it is. Wow. That's kind of wild. I mean, yeah, because this was Schmaug. You just hit with Schmaug while you got the treasures. You know, crazy damage. Then you can just sack all the treasures. Wow. That could be really strong. Yeah, I could see it. I think you're onto something there. That's kind of busted. All right. Before I craft these cards, though, I do want to see what I get on my other account. Works well with Smaug the Magnificent. That's what I was thinking. You like hit with Smaug with the treasures, or just attack in general and then sack after in your second main phase. That is actually kind of insane. I am going to switch over here to my other account real quick. Hold on. You can't see it. I can't let you. I like y'all, but I don't know you. So we're going to go over to my other arena account, where I have also been building decks for quite some time. Not as long as my main account. My main account is for sure the one I've had for like 6 years or so. This one I made like within the last year, and it was actually for the Hobbit set, because I knew that I wasn't going to want to delete any of my my decks on my main account, especially Lord of the Rings, and I would want to just craft all of the cards from Hobbit till I get to do something with. So I was like, you know what? I'm running out of slots, and I don't want to delete decks. So I think I am just going to make a second arena account. How sad is that? How pathetic can you get? Hold on, let me get these free packs here first. We'll get the free packs. Here's the crumbs, Arena says. Here you go. Take your crumbs and keep playing our game. All right, we got 12,000 in gold. Which means on this account, I can get the Gandalf avatar thing. Oh, that's so dope. I kind of want it. And what comes with it? Is it just regular packs, or is it like a mix of? You get 10 boosters, the Gandalf avatar, and a Gandalf sleeve. Is it just, is it a combination of rare and mythic rare boosters? Or is it just the regular boosters? I don't know if anybody would know that or not, but I do want the Gandalf avatar, and I didn't get it on the other account, so I feel like I should get it on this one. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. We're doing the bundle. It's regular packs. Do I do it? Schmog the Imperial is on here. Couldn't find it earlier. Yeah, I know. We just seen it. We just seen it. We're going to craft it. You know what? But, man. Regular packs, I feel like we should go with the mythics, man. And I'm almost to 6 go. All right, you know what? I'm sorry, Gandalf, but we are not going to get Asian Gandalf avatar. We are going to just get mythic Hobbit packs. All right, here we go. We're just doing it. Commit. No looking back now. There's no looking back now. We got to do it. There's no looking back. We've committed. Oh, now we're below 10,000, so we can't do it. Nope. Only the pre-order for packs was mythic and regular. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes it a little less appealing, because I don't want to get 10 regular packs and just, like, get absolutely nothing. When I could get, like, 10 mythic packs and, like, possibly hit on the cards that I want. I'm going to build a deck right now. Do it. Let us know, Brudimus, what you come up with. Let us know. We want to see it. Give the people what they want. Yeah, that's probably what we'll be doing. I don't know how much building I'll do. I'm going to do a little bit. Might not be on here as late as I usually am, but I am pretty geeked. I didn't even think this was hitting Arena until the 14th, but that was the tabletop version. All right, we've maxed out. We maxed out. There's no going back. We got 5 regulars and 7 mythics, and same on this account. I do not collect, I do not keep cards here. I make decks, and I don't have as many on this account. I've only got 24, because like I said, it's relatively new, but we got a lot of the broken stuff here. Vivi, Timnathras, Tassiger, Sisay, Timnacrom. These are in between competitive and not competitive. We got Gitrog. I got a lot of strong Winota Rider here. Gyruda was the one on this account that we did for the last season, the last metagame challenge. Absolutely the most explosive deck. It's between him and Atali. But this is a freaking amazing deck. It had some of the coolest plays that I have made into clips. So definitely check out that deck. Deep Waters, Gyruda, Doom of Depths. Definitely check that out. All right, let's see what we get. We got Hobbit packs to open. What are we going to do? We got to open them. I just used one avatar, and that was my first, being Mu Yangling. Yeah, I mainly just used the Grim Reaper guy, the spooky cloaked Grim Reaper. I think that one's just kind of the coolest anyway, as far as avatars go. All right, here we go. What are we gonna get? First pack, first regular pack. What will we get? We got Burglar. That's a good sign. We got Burglar and Oakenshield. Okay, that's pretty cool. And the rare is oh, the Desolation of Smaug. Desolation of Smaug deals 3 damage to each non-dragon creature. Add 4 mana in any combination. Spend this mana to cast dragon. This would have went really good in my Miram deck, in my damn it, what's the Dungeons and Dragons? Tiamat. Yeah, I was like, what the hell's her name? Dude. The board wipe into Smog Magnificent. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That is crazy. And I really like this art, too. It's just like Lake Town engulfed in flames with Smog's shadow looming over. That is a badass card. I am super into that. Very cool. So that's why I wanted to wait, because this might be the account that I make the Schmog deck on. I'm not sure yet. All right, second pack. What do we get? Well, we got at least a rare wild card. There's at least a rare wild card. Let's see. Confiscate and bother. That's a $2 word. Okay, counter, draw 2 cards. It could be all right. All right, here we go. Part in Friendship. Wow, it's a wordy card. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. If its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands you control, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Even once each turn is freaking insane. What? What? That is a really good enchantment with Radagast too, since that'll probably be a creature deck. If its mana value is less than or equal to the number of lands, put it onto the battlefield. I mean, it still goes into your hand either way, so it's like good. But man, straight to the battlefield. That is pretty wild. That's pretty good. We might see that play some with that. That's pretty good. All right, what do we get? What do we get? Come on, Heart of the Cards. Okay, another Golem. We got that on the other account. Bofer. It's not great. A 1 mana 1/1 with lifelink, but it has an adventure. Artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible. Not great. Not super great. That's why I didn't want to get just the regular rare packs, because you just don't really get good cards in them. It's to limit the cheating of creature into play by making it land restricted. Yeah, that seems crazy. Crazy, Beaufortese. That's literally what I was thinking, dude. You beat me to it. All right, what do we get? Riddles in the Dark. Oh, this is the riddles. This is the riddle scene. This card is dope, I gotta say. I don't even know what the damn thing does, but this card does. It's Gollum's face just like lurking in the back. And they're doing their little riddle battle. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, separate them into a face down and face up pile. An opponent chooses one of the piles, put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. I like cards like that. I like face down pile sets. Like, which one are you going to give me, bruh? Which one you want? You think this is the good one, but really, I like effects like that. But really, this is great because even the one of them goes to your hand and the other goes into your graveyard, and that's basically equally as good if your deck is graveyard strategied. Wow, that could be good. Yeah, I might play with that. If anything, I'd play with it just for the art alone. I think it looks badass. Very cool. All right, here we go. Another rare. Another rare. What are we gonna get? What will we get? Celebrate the Mountain King. What is this, an exile effect? For each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. So this one's better on 4-player too. Kind of not worth it for 1v1, a 4-mana exile target permanent. But on traditional tabletop, that's pretty good. You get to target for each opponent up to 1 target non-land permanent. That could be pretty good. All right, the rare. What's this? Who's this? It's Ballin. That's the old guy. That's the old guy. What does he do? 3 red storied. Whenever Ballin or another dwarf you control enters, you may discard your hand. Draw X cards, where X is the number of cards discarded this way. If you have an enduring story, Ballin deals X damage to each opponent. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm kind of into this. And I do have a question if anybody knows the answer to this. I brought it up earlier at the start of the stream, and I don't know the answer to this. Storied. If you control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, and or sagas, you have an enduring story for the rest of the game. So that means whether or not you control those 3 Like if you lose one or you go down to 2 or 1, it doesn't matter, right? You have that enduring story for the rest of the game no matter what. That's just stapled on like an emblem to you just have that from then on, would be my take, since it has that text. The rest, it's like Blessing of the City. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. That is crazy. And it would not be very hard to have 3 artifacts, legendaries, and or saga. It can be any combination of the 3 because of and or. Wow. Okay. That makes Storied pretty good, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see it in action. But we got the old guy. That's cool. We got the old dwarf guy. Cool. Awesome. Cool. All right. Last rare. Last rare. Oh, it's a mythic rare. Oh, Arena giving us handouts. Yeah, it's the same as City's Blessing. Okay. All right. That's what I assume so because it had that text for the rest of the game. I was not sure. We did get Bilbo Luckware. I do not think I got this one in the last packs on my other account. Bilbo can't be blocked. Whenever Bilbo deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. So like a loot effect. And then it has Burglar's Plot. Exchange control of 2 target non-land permanents that share a card type. That's fun. Okay. That could be fun. I like that. All right, here we go. What's the mythic? It's a mythic rare. It's a mythic rare, so we can craft something awesome, cool, awesome. All right, I don't want to do the golden pack yet. Here we go. Here we go. We're on to the 7 mythic rare packs. Oh my goodness, will I get Schmaug in this one? What will we do? What will we do? Okay, we got Schmaug's Fury again. We got the elf thing. The elf untap thing. I think most of these are the same as the last one. All right, here we go. Here's the mythic. Bilbo Thief and the Knight. I did not get this one on the other account. Yeah, that's cool. This one has spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand. Cost 1 less to cast. Oh, this can go hard with so many graveyard decks. Whenever Bilbo attacks, you may cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery from your graveyard. If an instant or sorcery spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile, and said, oh man, this would go so good in my Emmett Selch deck if I was degenerate enough to combine universes. I am an honest burglar, more or less. So now in Commander, you can be the Monarch with the City's Blessing and Enduring Story. Yeah, not broken at all. No way to abuse that whatsoever. New +3 attack red spell. Okay. Okay. Oh, you talking about Smog's Fury? Yeah. Yeah, I think this one was in one of the packs on the other one, and this is freaking insane. +3/+0. Gains reach and first strike until end of turn. That is insane. That is so much. That is the most buff spell. I mean, there's cards that do these things, obviously, but like +3, and it gains reach, and it gets first strike. Freaking wild. Amazing. All right, here we go. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Come on, we need something cool. Oh, we got another Schmaug Great Calamity. I guess these are the door prize Schmaugs that they're just like putting in all the packs. This was on the other account. It's really bad. 5 red for a 5/5 flyer. More defensive with reach. Yeah, that's gonna be a good card. You're gonna be able to use that for a lot of applications with first strike for offense and then the reach for like flyer defense. That's wild. All right, here we go. What's the mythic? Oh, it's Bond King of Now. Yes. Yes, this is one that I wanted. That's really cool. This card is crazy. I might just be putting this straight into my Timna Thrasios competitive deck because, like, The whole deck is just card draw, card draw, card draw, card draw. And this doesn't trigger once per turn. If you would draw a card, except the first one you draw, in each draw step, draw 2 cards. So you are drawing 2 cards when you are drawing a card with Bard, King of Dale. That is insane. Pinecone Shot only destroys artifact tokens. Okay. I am not familiar. I'll have to check this. I'll have to check it out. This is a crazy card. I am so glad I got this one on this account, because I definitely will be putting this in Timna Thrasios. Heir Apparents are too easy, bruh. I do not play Heir Apparents now. And whatever, I know it can be a very strong, and yes, this would be great for a Heir Apparent deck. Heir Apparent with blue sounds nasty. Yeah, it does. Because you could just make copies of Bard with Sakashima or, whatever of the 100 copy spells, the clones with blue. And then for every single damn Heir Apparent you played, you'd get a bajillion Heir Apparent rabbit tokens. Yeah. But probably a little too easy. Decks like that, to me, they're fun, they're novelty, they do the thing. I would never want to grind with a deck like that. It would be so boring and so repetitive, very one-dimensional, and so I don't play a lot of them. I have played them off and on, and like a deck can have any number of style strategies, but not my favorite. Do it for the meme. That is why I do this. For the meme, for the lulz, the clips, the highlights, the reason why we play this ridiculous game. I might have to do it. All right, let's see what we got. We're down to 5. We're down to 5. We got another rare. I don't know what to do. I really don't. Not great. All right, what's the mythic? It's another mythic rare. Oh, I'm getting all the mythic rares on this one. Awesome, cool, amazing. Here we go. What are we gonna get? Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okay. We got the Thor's map. I think I got this on the other account. It's not super great. It's alright. 2 tap to blue. Ramp shit, get a basic land. Could be good. Could be alright. Could be good. What is this? Dreaded Back Cloud. Costs 3 less if a creature died this turn. For a 4/2 flying death to... Oh, wow. Okay. So you potentially have a 2-mana flying death... You potentially have a 2-mana Baleful Strix. For a bigger Baleful Strix, because I think Baleful Strix is like a 1/1 maybe. Wow. Flying and Death Touch. 4/2. It costs 5, but if a creature died this turn, it will only cost 2. 1 generic, 1 black. That's kind of crazy. That could be pretty good. All right, what's the mythic? The Queen of Dale. That's Bard's wife, I think. That's Bard's wife. Whenever an opponent casts their first not... Oh, yeah. This is the one everyone's talking about. This is the one that people are legitimately saying could see some CDH play. And I don't know enough to comment on it. I'm not going to pretend like I do. But I know in competitive Brawl, this is going to be insane. It would be better on 4-player because you would get that effect from 3 other players instead of just 1. But it draws you a card. It's basically a better... Dude, I swear, I'm in the early stages of dementia. Esper Sentinel. Gosh, I'm like, what the hell is the name of the card, bro? I'm losing my damn memory. It's basically a better Esper Sentinel. Because they can't not pay the cost. They can't pay the cost so you don't draw. And it makes you a body. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. That's kind of insane. And sometimes discarding is just better than even drawing, because you might want things in the graveyard to do your plays with. So, drawing a card, discarding a card, and making a 1/1 soldier token. That's crazy. That also fits in a hair parent deck. Creates a body. Yeah, this is crazy good. A loot effect and a body. Just off of when they cast their first non-creature spell each turn, too. So if they try to do counter spells on your turn or removal, buddy. I'm recruiting. Raise the past decks. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, there are going to be a lot of things done with this card. I'm very interested to see how this does. So this might be going in Timnathras too. I could see this going in my high-powered Timnathras. I don't know. We'll see. What do we get? Come on, Gandalf. Come in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's not great. All right, what's the mythic? It's another Smog the Magnificent. Oh, I'm gonna just have to make both decks on both accounts, maybe. Oh my gosh, I'm pulling the Schmogs. I would almost rather have the other one. I'm telling you, I think this is gonna be the better Smog. Impenetrable is definitely... It probably has the higher ceiling, maybe? I don't even know, though, for sure, honestly. I really don't. But this is insane. This is a game ender on the turn that it comes down. Which I guess so can Impenetrable, but 4 mana versus 7 mana... I don't know. I think I'd rather have the Magnificent. I really do. I really do. Crazy good. Crazy good. That's the second Schmog the Magnificent we got. Now let's see what the next one is. Here's the Impenetrable. Here's the Impenetrable. I'm calling it now. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Oh, we got another Gandalf. This Gandalf's pretty good. Glowing the Mighty, though. I don't think I got this one on the other account. At the beginning of your first main phase, add red. Well, where was this in Atali? I needed this for Atali. It's alright. It's not great. It's alright. Okay. And it's got an adventure sorcery. Deals 1 damage to each creature opponents control. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good card. And it's glowing, throwing an orc off the mountain. I've had a decent win rate with the Magnificent. Dude, it seems like a very good card. Impenetrable to build up treasure hoard, Magnificent to end. Yes, that is exactly right. I completely agree with that for sure. And Impenetrable does give you access to red and black if you're going the commander route, where you'd be limited to mono red with Magnificent. But yes, that is exactly what I'd be thinking. Drop Impenetrable, cast a Blasphemous Act, play a Magnificent, win the game. All right, what's the mythic? Oh man, that's the one we got on the other account. Which, don't get me wrong, this is a cool card. I am interested in seeing what this card does. Exile top X. And then you play those cards. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. So we saw that on the other one. But very strong card. This is definitely going to do some work. I think we're going to see this be played. Maybe not in Standard. I don't know, though. I don't know enough about Standard, to be honest, to say one way. or the other. And our last mythic pack of the Hobbit. Here we go. We're getting the impenetrable. We're getting it. We got another calamity. I've got like 6 of these already. This is the giveaway schmaug. Budget schmaug. Alright. Alright, nothing great. Oh, wait a minute. I have been seeing this card too that people have been talking about. Yeah. This could be good. A much better, like a way better burnished heart. Troop of Pony. Look at this little pony. It's a ponies. You can pay 2 and tap it, sack it. Search your library for 2 basic land cards. Reveal them. 1 goes on the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. That's freaking pretty good. I think this will be a really good ramp card. Alright. Mythic Rare. This one's Schmaug. I can feel it. It's not Schmaug, but it is Thorin Mountain King. It is Thorin Mountain King. That's pretty cool. How many did we get? 3 and 3? That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Because I'm telling you now, I think this guy is going to prove to be one of the best equipment Voltron commanders ever. I really think it. I think it's bold to say. It has Trample himself. So he don't even need to be given Trample. He's got Trample. But when he enters, attach any number of target equipment to target creature you control. When 1 or more equipment becomes attached to that creature this way, that creature deals damage equal to his power to up to 1 target creature. That is wild. It's so much put on 1 card for a Voltron commander. You're just gonna just build up, slam Thorin. All the equipments you've been playing go on Thorin. You know, the Buster Sword, the Colossal Hammer, the Sword of Hooba blah blah blah, any number of. They're all gonna just get attached to Thorin. And then, when the trigger goes on the stack, you're going to deal damage equal to his power to 1 target creature. That's crazy. That's crazy. When you attack with this thing on the turn it comes down, if you give it haste with like the Greaves or the Swiftfoot Boots, bruh, this is going to be a 1-shot. People are going to be done. It might actually make Voltron viable. Pretty good. Well, I got some good ones on this account, too. Oh, I forgot about the golden pack. We got golden pack. It's golden. All right, let's see what we get. We're going to get the golden pack. Dun, 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 dun. What did we get? Any cards would be great on this account since I don't have nearly as many. Belladonna Took. You fool of a took. Okay. Oh, okay. This was this Marvel? Yeah. This was Marvel, right? Yeah. Or no, wait a minute. I don't even know, honestly. I really can't even remember. I can't even remember. Alright. Bard's Company! We gotta make a Bard deck! We gotta do it! Spell as though it had flash if you control a human. Other creatures get +1/+1. And then whenever this creature enters or attacks, recruit. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good, man. Bard's gonna be hard to beat. Devastating Onslaught. Man, this has been a good card for Tali too. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Pretty cool. Morning Tide's Light. I don't know what that does. Exile any number of target creatures at the beginning of your next end step. Return those cards to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. So Mass Blink. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Exile Morning Tide's Light. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bruh. in a golden pack? Seriously? Are we serious? What even is this? Is this a mythic? This can't be a mythic. Kind of disappointing golden pack, to be honest. Pretty disappointing. Not super happy. But we do got enough to craft. But the thing is, well, but... I don't know. Hold on, let me see what... Okay, so what do we not have still? I try to, like, order them in, like, what I want to play with most versus, you know, like, down the line. What was this Sackville again? Was this a... Damn it. Do I even know how this works? Was that a... I think... Was that a... Yeah, that's a rare, too. Lake Town's a rare. It's a theft card, so it's mythic. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got Bard. Schmaug. Okay, so if I make Schmaug on this deck, on this account, I might not... I wouldn't make him on the other account. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be using dailies for Hobbit packs anyway, so eventually I'll probably have... I may even consider the Mastery Pass on this account, just so I can get more of the cards. And what was this one, a rare too? I really wanted Thranduil on my other one because I have so many elf cards. And my Galadriel deck on my other account. And this Thranduil, he needs a lot of elves. Especially legendary elves. What is happening to my background noise? Y'all, I don't know. Well, Thranduil and Smog were like the two that I really wanted. And I technically could make them on both accounts. I want Grima on the other account, that's for sure. Because that's going in Saruman. Wow, is that all of the legendaries? Oh, well, this is all the ones that I don't have. These are legendaries I don't have. I kind of want Schmog on the other account, because I have a lot of decks that Schmog's going to go in. And then, of course, his own deck, too. So I may hold off on crafting anything on this account. Because, I mean, I got some pretty cool ones in the packs, right? Yeah, we got Bard, King of Dale. Definitely making that. We got the Queen of Dale. So we're going to have the King and Queen of Dale in all of their royal bliss. And then we've got Schmaug the Magnificent. Okay. And Thorn. Damn. Alright. Alright. I may hold off. I don't even think I have... I don't even think I have a Dockside on this account. I don't have a lot of cards on this account. Oh, Dockside. That's not how you spell it. Yeah, I don't have Dockside on this account, do I? The hell? I know it's in here. Are you shitting me? Buddy, I know I changed the settings. Are we serious? Am I spelling Dockside wrong? No, there's no way. There's no way. What is happening? I don't think I have this card on this account. I know it's on my other one because I played the hell out of it with Atali. How the hell do you spell Dockside? Does it just not exist on this? Okay. I have got to be losing my fucking mind. I changed. Oh, because I'm looking at commanders. Gosh, I'm stupid. Gosh, I'm so dumb. Alright, well, I mean, I got a lot of smog cards, too, on both accounts. To be honest, I don't think I'm really that impressed with most of the other cards, to be honest. It's smog. Probably play a little bit with Thorin. I mean, Gandalf is... this one's kind of underwhelming. Yeah, it's like smog. Is this really it? This is all the legendaries in the entire set, huh? Wow. Okay. Kinda underwhelming. Yeah. What's Dark Lord Sauron? Is he a mythic? Yeah, thought so. And Gandalf, party guest, is a rare. Tom Bombadil. Yeah, I mean... Well, what the hell happened to Thranduil? Oh, I'm on... Dude, I am stupid. For someone that's played this game. We got the Elrond Moon Reader on the other account. I think I'm just going to end up getting all of the cards that I really want. Just by opening packs from dailies, to be honest. Definitely getting Grima on the other account. That's for sure. What's this one? It was an uncommon, okay. Okay, so that could go with our other bard. I think Lotho is a rare. Yeah, that's a rare. They reprinted Lidless Eye. Is this a... Jeez, that's a mythic. Holy cow. Okay. And then Thranduil. Yeah, I mean... Thranduil and Smog were like the two that I really wanted. And the rest of them... I am underwhelmed by. So I think we'll just make them on both accounts. Since I pulled the Magnificent, I mean, I might as well. I did see this one. This one looked kind of cool. This could be fun. Choose odd or even whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen type. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put a +1/+1 counter. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life, draw a card. Could be good. I like those effects. Those are fun. Like, maybe this with a, oh, the elf. No, the fairy Italian, that fairy thing. This could be pretty good. Well, I think you're kind of right, whoever said that earlier in the chat, that these are a little underwhelming overall. There's obviously very cool cards. What's this? A rare? Yeah. And I think we'll just end up kind of getting most of these just from packs. I mean, we already kind of have all the ones that we want, and then wild cards for the other ones that I want, with like Schmaug and Wicked Worm. Yeah. I think we will. I think I'll just end up making all the just playing the cards that I want to and making them on both accounts. Well, I don't know if I will do the full deck building process experience right now. I was not going to be on here super late tonight because I've got some other stuff that I'm planning on and working on. You'll see. It's coming. But we are going to be building some Lord of the Rings decks, or playing Lord of the Rings decks for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be building more Hobbit stuff, more Hobbit decks, and continuing on with our competitive Brawl ranked journey. We're using Kennen this season, Kennen Bonder Prodigy, to do all the most broken possible Sweat Lord stuff in the competitive Brawl queue, and I will be doing that too. So, lots of videos coming, lots of matches, lots of fun stuff, and a future announcement on new things I'm working on incorporating into the gaming channel here, but I will go over that when the time is right. We're still not quite there yet. So I'm going to be playing with lots of Lord of the Rings, lots of Hobbit. Check the videos out when they come. Like, subscribe, all that YouTube nonsense there. It helps me out, does support the channel, gets my videos out there. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about, man. It's just doing this for fun and hoping somebody gets some kind of a laugh or enjoyment or even a conversation out of. I appreciate everybody who has hung out in the chat tonight and opened cards and cracked packs with me. It's been super fun. Appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all are here the next time. I'll be on here Friday, and we'll be playing some games. So I'll see y'all then. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Bye now. Bye.